Hey y'all, I'm Chris, and this is it Worth It, y'all? And this is week 4, the final week of Every Bit Counts challenge, and we are wrapping up with some really cool projects. First, we're going to save some bacon grease and put that in the refrigerator for later. We'll have to end up cleaning it later, but we just wanted to get that put up and ready to roll. Next on the list, we found some amazing deals on Italian pork sausage. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grill up all of the sausage. It's about probably like a little over 3 pounds. And we are going to brown this sausage, drain it, and then we're going to get it into some freezer vacuum seal bags. And I like to use the out of air vacuum seal bags. I'll put a code in the description below so you can get 10% off your first order. We love these bags so much. They are way better than any name brand bag that you can have. And these are just going to go in the freezer for later use.
All right, these are some of the tomatillos and peppers that we picked. Some today and some have been in the freezer already. The tomatillos are all picked this morning. We've got hi y'all. Today I'm gonna be making garlic butter pucks. So I got my butter, got my garlic, food processor, and we're gonna stick them in here, put them in the freezer, and then what's left over that doesn't fit in there, we'll roll into a log in wax paper. So that way when you need like to put on top of a steak or something, just pop one of these things out and you have it. So what I'm going to do, it's 4 cloves of garlic per stick of butter. So what I'll do first is mince my garlic. So I have 4. Okay, here. So I've minced all my garlic. There it is. And you want your butter at room temperature. And this is plenty room temperature. All right, and there's my 4 sticks of butter. And here's what it's looking like. I'm gonna scrape it and then I'll do another round. Blitz it up. And there you have it. Whipped garlic butter. Okay, so now I'll get a spoon and we'll start filling our trays. Okay, so here's our 2 trays. And then with the rest that's left, I'm gonna put it on a wax paper. And then I'm just gonna roll it up. I have some tape. Tape it down the seam. And there you have it. And then once it's frozen, you can just take your knife, cut you a piece off, and throw that in whatever pasta or on top of a steak. So there you have one way to preserve our garlic from the garden is to make pre-made garlic butter.
So our celery is done and we are getting ready to put this in the freezer. We have a couple different types of celery, and I think this type of celery is perfect for cooking. So it's a little bit tedious and I'm not sure that we would grow this variety again, but as part of this week's put up for the Every Bit Counts challenge, we are going to preserve this celery to use probably just in cooking. This isn't going to be for fresh eating. But the smells great, it looks great, and we're just excited to be able to put one more item up from the garden that we grew ourselves, and we know what's in this celery because we grew it right out back. I'm loving this. All right, y'all, our final item for this week's Every Bit Counts challenge is strawberry jelly. We had this juice left over from processing those strawberries, and we had a hard time getting back to this. So now we are making the strawberry jelly. We are using Pomona's pectin. We are using as little sugar as possible. And this 4 cups of juice and 1 cup of sugar, we did 4 teaspoons of the pectin and 4 teaspoons of the calcium water. And this made 4.5 half pints of jelly. And it tastes amazing. I'm so glad we went ahead and did this. And we used what would have potentially just been thrown away. And we made some jelly that we can put on the shelf and use for later. So this is the final week of the challenge. We're grateful that we had the ability to participate this year. Jessica from Three Rivers Homestead, thank you so much for doing this every year. This is just such an awesome way to make sure that you dedicate to yourself to put things in the pantry for the upcoming year. And we've made so much progress on getting all of the items in the pantry, and we're so grateful for this. So like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And until we see you guys on the next video, bye y'all.